Hello everyone, this is Maryann here, revealing light tarot, astrology and spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. First of all, welcome aboard to the new subscribers on this channel. You'll find a variety of readings here, from political tarot through to tarot scopes through to astrology. I do it clairvoyance, I do it on this channel, as well as psychic predictions. Okay, thank you to those who support this channel in whatever way you do support it. Now to today's reading. Okay, first of all, we've got a new moon in Pisces. I wrote a blog over the weekend, and that's on my website, about what I feel this new moon is all about. I looked at really our intuition being supercharged. So watch for breakthroughs around very complex matters where you may be contemplating something, not being able to see your way, and then bam, you have this insight and this intuition which leads you to a solution. And in fact, that has happened to me. Over the weekend. Any communications you have with the animal world, the spirit world, are likely to be heightened at this time. On my website, I cast a chart over Washington, and we just have a stellium over in the 10th house. This was at the time of the US president's speech, SOTU, I think it's called, State of the Union speech. That's it. And it was a very good time for him to speak in the way that he did, because what he concentrated on were fundamental truths: hatred versus cooperation, clarity and action versus gaslighting and division. He took to task the Supreme Court, and that's where I want to go today, for overturning Roe v. Wade, which was the law of the land for around 50 odd years, and that is around reproductive choices for women. And look where that has ended up. In fact, that's what he said. In fact, he actually took those justices on to their face. It was was a very brave thing for him to do. But I just want to pull a couple of cards for us personally around the new moon before we get stuck into the political reading. I will be looking at the Supreme Court and just asking that obvious question: are they protecting the ex-president? Are some, the majority of them, protecting the ex-president? Because that is foremost, that is what you're wondering. That is what you're fearful of. That's what you're confused about. When I say confused, some of you are not. You're straight down the line. Yes, in fact, he is. However, it's unthinkable, isn't it, for the highest court in the land to be actually doing that for an ex-president. We will look at that, whether or not also he has the money to put up in his civil fraud case. He has posted $91 million bond in the E. Jean Carroll defamation case, and I want to talk about that a bit later on. What was going through the Republicans' minds as Joe Biden was very strident and on the front foot. What they looked like was but they looked like losers who had their power, unchecked power, taken away. And this is very much about power, and power not necessarily to do what is right for the people, but power to do what is right for themselves and their interest groups. And there's the definition there, or the distinction, I should say, as I see it, between the MAGAs, the Make America Great Again, and Republicans, not all Republicans, let's be clear, not all Republicans, and the Democrats. I want to say also to anywhere between the 20 and 40% of Republicans who did not vote for the ex-president in the primary, instead voted for Nikki Haley, who has since suspended her campaign. Interesting word, suspended. I want to say that if you are a never Trumper, please come on board on this channel, and you are welcome. All right, let's get going. All right, new moon. This is for us. This is not politics. This is for us. What do we need to understand? I'm using the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn, the Morgan Greer Tarot, and also the Hanson Roberts Tarot for those that are keeping track of my decks. Okay, what do we as individuals need to... What is the gentle wisdom that this Piscean new moon brings? It's a good time to reflect. Reflect not in an aggressive way, but to be still and allow the answers to arise within you. That's called tapping into your intuition. It's not of the present moment. It comes from a place way out there that is actually within you, your higher mind. Okay, what do we need to know about the Piscean new moon, please? All right, wisdom, our spirit, wisdom. This, as I said, is a good time. If you are having difficulties, to tap into your intuition, to be still and allow the answers to arise. Dragon power. Well, of course, it is the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology. I think it's the wood dragon. Power, wisdom and power. You know, when you are allowing those answers to arise from your higher self, that faraway place that is within the reservoir of who you are, some would say the subconscious mind, but that is just an earthly term for it. We are vast indeed. And when we allow ourselves to experience that wisdom, we step in to our own power and magic, I want to say. And we have willow spirit. I had a feeling that might come up today. Flexibility, willow spirit. Bending. Allowing yourself to bend and be flexible so that you're not putting up roadblocks to your intuition. What does the willow do in the wind? It moves with the wind. Base of the pack is humming bird spirit joy. It's one of my favourite cards. You know what I always say about joy. You've got to allow joy into your life. You've got to cultivate happiness and joy. Otherwise, things can get a bit grim. All right, let's get on to the political tarot. And understand also that I am grateful for all of you. Just want to say Rocky is here again. He's up sitting on my bed. I do tell him not to lick because he has granulomas on his legs. And if any of you don't know what that is, little dog's a little bit OCD. And so he will lick, lick, lick in the same spot and create what is known as a granuloma. And so we've got to be firm with him when we say no lick, lick, or no licking, I should say, Rocky. He understands what I mean, and eventually he will stop. And that's the way we protect him, because unchecked granulomas can lead to pretty significant ulceration type wounds. So there you have it. All right, little dog's here, little dog's quiet. I said no lick, lick before we came in here. And he's very, very quiet and asleep. All right, some of you have asked to see him. If I get an opportunity, I'll do a short and put it up on the channel. There already is a short of Rocky on the channel if you want to go and find it, but I'll do another one. All right, let's get going here. Where do we want to start? Yeah, let's start with the SCOTUS. All right. Just centering myself. SCOTUS, the majority of the SCOTUS, or not the majority, let's just say, are members of the Supreme Court protecting the ex-president. I'm getting the Six of Swords. I'm not sure why I'm getting the Six of Swords. That is moving out of troubled waters. Are members of... Yeah, let's be objective. There is that sentiment there amongst certain members who are very conscious of the state of play in American politics. Are any members of the Supreme Court, that's a better question, are any members of the Supreme Court protecting the ex-president? Some have their own goals that they want to see accomplished. It's like a vision for them. And we know who those members might be. This is the ideologues who want to leave their mark ideologically on society. And it's like a mountain pass. They are always working toward that vision. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting, young people. This can be, obviously this page carries the Ace of Pentacles. So straight away we get somebody who values the material, but they don't have the kind of power that would make them a billionaire. They're only a page, yet they value the material. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. So it is very clear. Some on that court have an ideology of helping others, truly balancing the scales and helping others. But this is loans and debts. I wonder who has the debt. This is a financial debt. Who has a debt to somebody? Not good cards to as signifier cards. Signifier cards, the main kind of thrust of the energy. Pentacles, money. We have the Knight of Swords at the base of the pack, the truth. Sorry, as the foundation of the reading. What is the strength of the reading? The truth. And the truth emerging fairly quickly about monetary ties. Now, we've already seen that play out. We know who they're behind. Not all. We've had stories come out about Clarence Thomas and Alito, and I think others that I'm not going to go into, but they're in the public domain if you want to look at them. The Ten of Cups, the voter, is in the past. It's in the past. So there's an energy about this court wanting to, and I think the current President Biden might have said this, that they, or I've heard pundits say, or, lawyers, experts, commentators say that the Supreme Court is overruling the will of the voter, the will of the people in some of their actions. This is a very, very conservative Supreme Court. They are at a crossroads. That is what's crowning this reading. They are at a crossroads. And there's a level of blindness here to what they are actually doing. There's a level of blindness to the actual decisions that they're making. Are they protecting the ex-president? We have here the Hierophant, which is my card for the Supreme Court, the ultimate authority. Are they protecting him? The King of Rods in the present, in the here and now. Moving forward with boldness and courage too. Yeah. Okay. So the Queen of Rods, what we have here, interesting, these cards come out together. There is a male versus female aspect to this current court. And this is very much about Roe v. Wade. Very much about Roe v. Wade. So are they protecting Trump or are they protecting their conservative interests? Hopes and fears, the devil. Greed, what are they attached to? It's a real fear. Given the stories that have emerged about their connections, things being paid for, trips being taken, luxurious kind of gifts being given to them from billionaires, and then rulings then in billionaires' favours. It's hard not to be fearful. The outcome card is the Lovers. And so, yes, some are. Not all, some are. The Lovers is part of the ex-president's cult. We also know about Thomas and his wife, Ginny, was involved in the Stop the Steal. And also introducing the ex-president to various lawyers who participated in the fake elector scheme. The Lovers. That's my card for the ex-president. He's a Gemini. However, it's clarified by the Queen of Swords. Again, these women. Do I think Amy Coney Barrett is beholden to Trump? No. She's beholden to her conservative vision. However, it's not the first time she's sided with the other two Liberal judges. But we have objectivity here. Objectivity, the Queen of Swords, objectivity. And then we have the King of Cups, wisdom. One more, and the 10 of Pentacles. It's a real mix. Are they protecting him? Yeah, some are, unfortunately, not all. We do have wisdom and objectivity here, but we also have the Pentacle again, inheritance. And we have the card for Trump. So base of the pack is the Sun, and we have the 7 of Swords, not the card I wanted to see. And we also have new starts. This speaks to reform of the Supreme Court, endings and new beginnings. So there is a truth going to emerge about the extent of, not all, some alliances with the ex-president. Show me the King of Swords. There is like so much, I'm not going to say division between the justices, but this is not a Supreme Court on the same page. Show me the Knight of Swords. So we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's something coming out about the Supreme Court, and it really does spark a movement. And there's the 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Okay, so we're going to get some news coming out about the Supreme Court fairly soon. It's a truth. It's new. We haven't heard this before. It takes us by surprise, but it starts a movement to reform the Supreme Court. Because something that is hidden underneath the surface is revealed. Interesting, and it has to do with money over and beyond what we already know, and we have the Death card. Okay, so it is really using our intuition. It is as we thought. Interesting, the males versus the females. Roberts, in that case, would have a deciding vote. Some are there for their conservative vision. Others are there for other reasons, or what they're basing their decisions on. Okay, so you want me to check again? Will they find that Trump has criminal immunity? For the question they framed is, and I've spoken about this, wasn't an official, within the official bounds, the world, endings and beginnings. Okay, so I'm just going to say, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we get building something. All right. Will they find that Trump has criminal immunity? Will they find that Trump has criminal... I heard a fairly strong no for January the 6th. And we get the 10 of Pentacles. And we get the Queen of Wands. Okay, that's interesting. And this is where the pedal hits the metal, where we'll see some justices dissent. And we get something coming to fruition in time. And we get this kind of bombshell. There's something around this. Queen of Pentacles, national security. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, overseas. Ooh, okay. So the energies here, something coming to fruition in time. And the King of Pentacles, national security. And then we have the King of Cups. So wisdom prevails. But unfortunately, there are members who are working against, and so it'll be interesting to see the dissenting opinions. You will find the women again vote together, and you will also find that Roberts will cast a vote there. Yeah, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. No, he doesn't have criminal immunity for January the 6th, but it is surprising what you're going to see in dissenting opinions. Okay. Righto, let's move to the Federal Insurance Company, a subsidiary of Chubb, the Chubb Group, which is based in Switzerland, has put up the $91 million bond for Trump. We don't know what he has, what assets he's used to secure that, but we now know he doesn't have $500,000 up his sleeve in cash, like he said. And we get the Chubb Group guaranteeing that bond. So, I want to know why Chubb. Why did Federal Insurance Company, subsidiary of Chubb, why did they guarantee or put up Trump's bond? Why did the Federal Insurance Company put up Trump's bond? Something around overseas interests. I'm not sure why. I'm getting shipping. Something to do with shipping policy or trade or something. Shipping. Something to do with the water and boats. So maybe that might have been something that was promised. Why did they put up the bond? Why did they put up the bond? I'm getting the 10 of Swords, someone's downfall, crossroads time, decision time. Why did the Federal Insurance Company, were they threatened? I don't know. Maybe they've got something. Oh my God, 10 of Swords. What? Okay, so what has the ex-president got on them, or the ex-president's backers? What have they got on this Federal Insurance Company? There's 6 of Swords, boats, movement, moving out of troubled waters. Okay, so they've done this for a reason, not because they particularly even like the ex-president. It looks to me like he promised to get them either out of trouble. This is kind of, I'm not going to say blackmail, but there's something here that it is to do with boats and shipping. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. The moon. Something being hidden, buried, volatile, chaotic. These are not good cards. Successfully in the past defending oneself. They've done this to defend themselves against something that either the ex-president knows or did for them. Obstacles and challenges are crowning this. Now, interesting. Oh, there you go. There you go. The Two of Pentacles. Decisions. There's a lot of decisions here. Making decisions about which ship comes to shore and which is put onto the rocks. The Seven of Pentacles. If plan A doesn't work, plan B does. I think he had real problems in readings that I've done on another forum. He had some of it, but not all of it, and he had real problems raising it. And so this is almost like a strongman tactic. Lies and deceit here in the environment around. There's deception in this. Ace of Cups in the hopes and fears. Overflowing emotion, new starts, and then restriction. Wow, wow, wow. The Five of Pentacles. I'm going to bankrupt you. Difficult decisions. Oh my goodness me. And the Emperor, control. Okay, so this is very much, there's the deal that they did. Moving very quickly on this. This has its roots in the past, and there are secrets around this that could emerge, and we have an abuse of power. So this goes back to something that Evan Greenberg, I think, is the head of Federal Insurance Company. This goes back to something that happened in the past, and there's almost like it's like there's deceit involved in this. It's like they were being blackmailed in some way. It's like they've done something to do with boats and shipping. Any journalists out there, get on to that. Okay, all right, that's what I see there. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I think that's pretty clear what has gone on there from those cards. All right, let's take a look just quickly. Can he afford the bond over 400, 500, $500 million now in the civil case, because it's accruing interest every day? Let's give these a good shuffle. Can Trump can Trump pay his New York civil bond? The civil fraud case, can he pay the bond in the civil fraud case to appeal that case? Can he pay it? Will he get it? Okay. No, let's ask one question. Can he pay it? Can he pay the civil fraud bond? So we get here the Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Disappointment, 3 lost, 1 cup remaining. And we get the Lovers card. The Lovers. Difficult decisions. The Emperor is no longer president. Not doing so well in the polls. The Ace of Rods potentially looks like he's going to get it. He's going to get it again from somebody. 10 of Pentacles, a business, somebody that he's done business with. However, the environment is loss. The environment is loss, and we get the High Priestess. These are deals. Yeah, he's going to get that money, but there's something, the World card, endings and new beginnings, and the Three of Cups. I knew that was going to come up. Yeah, maybe more than one, sort of like a consortium, but again, something coming to fruition in time. Okay, show me the World card. Overseas kind of interest here, like a consortium. Show me the World card. King of Rods. And the Devil. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this deal is devilish. And we get the Queen of Swords and could even be investigated. Okay, ooh. Death card, the end. Judgment and inevitability, the truth is going to come out. Watch for that New York bond. It is going to really cause him the most trouble because it is going to be investigated. It's like a consortium. And the question you all want to know, did Vladimir Putin did Vladimir Putin have anything to do with any of these bonds? The E.G. and Carroll and the civil fraud. Does Vladimir or Russian interests, Vladimir Putin, have anything to do with these bonds? Ace of Cups, Ace of Rods, yes, yes. Justice, interesting. Justice will be done. Page of Rods in the past. Knight of Cups. The outcome card is the World. Yes, he did. They're all yes cards, by the way. However, part of the consortium, the Queen of Rods, the Five of Cups, he doesn't have the money on his own. Abuse of power. Yeah, Russian interests are here. But I think that fraud bond will be, there's something wrong with that. There's something that will be investigated about it, and a truth will emerge. Okay. I know you can't hear it, so I'll ignore it. Okay. All right. No, he's not licking his feet. That's a good thing. All right. So let's have a look. So the State of the Union address. What was going through the Republicans' minds, please, as they listened to Biden? What was going through their minds? Ooh, that mountain pass, their conservative vision, just started to darken. And there was black coming across the screen. Wow, okay, fairly dark. It's like, ooh, we're not going to get our vision here. All right, so what was going through their minds? Oh dear, it really is a battle, isn't it? The Knight of Rods, movement forward, and then for Trump. Okay, so that Trump was on their mind, and the wins that they could get with him, or they may not get with him. And we get the Magician. How can they manipulate? How can they manifest a win for Trump? In their mind, as Biden was making all these points, it's like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Consistency is in the past. Reliability is in the past. Seven of Pentacles. Plan A is not going to work. It's like it was dawning on them that we can't win this election. And we get the Democrats' celebration. There was a dawning upon them, a dawning of the dark, that it was going to be very difficult to win an election against Biden with Trump as the candidate. No wonder they look like losers. Okay, with their unchecked power having been taken away from them. Very important to remember when you get down in the dumps. Power being, it's about power, and it's about who has it at this time and who does not have it. Okay, one more question and then we'll finish the reading. I am again disappointed that the deal between Hamas and Israel, Netanyahu, I'm just going to say Netanyahu because I don't think he represents Israel. And I want to say that the current president of the United States is getting more and more strident. He was caught on hot mic saying that Netanyahu, or Bibi as he's known, basically if he doesn't listen to what Biden is saying or asking of him, he will have a come to Jesus moment. He's said today that Netanyahu is not doing Israel any favours with what he's done, this indiscriminate bombing. The US, of course, will build a temporary pier to get aid into Gaza. That is huge. I said that the US will eventually be forced to take the lead with a coalition. And what that does, what that building of getting that aid in, it takes control for the welfare of the Palestinians away from Netanyahu. That's good. That's a step in the right direction. I think the Arab nations are very strongly part of this coalition. Jordan, Egypt, France too. The UK has come out and announced they won't be selling any more weapons that are going to be used to kill Palestinians at this time. There's huge things happening across the world. And they're all things that, are coming to fruition. We want to see hostages released. We want to see Palestinians unlawfully jailed. We want to see justice on the West Bank. We want to see ceasefire. And we want to also see safety for everyday Israelis or Jews living in Israel. All right. Will there be a ceasefire in March? I thought there would be a breakthrough in March from previous readings. I'm just seeing someone like wiping, like there's a lot of feeling, a lot of despair. A lot of despair. Oh, God, a lot of despair around this. Will there be a ceasefire in March? Will there be a ceasefire in March? Crossroads, difficult decisions. Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters. We're getting a lot of that Six of Swords coming up. I love it. I love that energy. And we get strength. These, now I've got 2 yes cards. Decision needs to be made. One that is a strong decision. We get the Ace of Pentacles. In the past, okay, money. And again, Israel has a lot to lose having gone down this path. Now we get waiting for our ship, literally, ship to come in, the aid. We get the Chariot in the immediate outcome, clarified by pause. Yeah, you're going to see a ceasefire in March. I am really, really happy with those cards. I'm sure you're going to see a ceasefire in March. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support of the channel. Thanks for everything, people. If you weren't here, I would not be reading for you either. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Stay safe.